Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. Hello everyone, myself Lakshmi.
Hello, myself Atpa, and we are your maths teacher. Hope all of you are doing fine.
Safe and healthy.
We are here to discuss the math syllabus and introduce the number system to you. So as you can see, the math syllabus comprises of the number system, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, mensuration, and area and data handling.
So today the first topic is number system.
So, as you all know, the first type of numbers which were recognized by the early man were the counting numbers. He started counting his objects like one object, two object, three object, but how to represent them? So, sooner or later, they developed the symbols like 1, 2, 3, as we know, and they were called the natural numbers.
After that, when Aryabhatta has introduced zero in our India, we have got one more number which we have to include in natural number. So it's become a new number of set that is called whole numbers.
Okay, so but these numbers were not sufficient to express all the real life situations like if the temperature goes below 0 degree or if I have to measure the depth of an object which is below the sea level. So negative numbers were introduced. So negative numbers and 0 and the positive numbers together make the set of integers.
When we have covered these number, after that we have left with fraction. When we talk about fraction, we just came out in our mind the positive fraction. So what about the negative fractional numbers? So where we are going to add addition, positive rational number and negative rational number. It's become a number of set that is called rational numbers.
Okay, but Lakshmi ma'am, there are still some numbers which are neither integers nor whole numbers, but and they cannot be expressed in the form of rational numbers.
So very
Like,
nice.
yeah, like I mean to say like square root of 2 or square root of 3.
So very good question, ma'am. These numbers are called irrational numbers. So the numbers, those who are not the part of rational number are called irrational numbers. Like the example ma'am has already given.
Okay, so these numbers, all the numbers which we have covered till now comprises of real numbers. So all the numbers which are there on the number line are called real numbers.
So here is the Venn diagram of all the numbers.
So natural numbers are the innermost set and they are 1, 2, 3. If we add 0, they become the set of wholes, and if we add negative integers to the set of wholes, it becomes in the set of integers. And further, if we add the decimals and the fractional, positive, negative both, then it becomes a set of rational numbers.
So here we can see that all natural numbers have become whole numbers, but all whole numbers are not natural numbers. And all natural numbers, whole numbers can become integers, but all integers are not whole numbers and natural number. Same here, all natural number, whole numbers and integers are rational numbers, but rational numbers are not integers, whole and natural numbers.
So
How do you know if a number is a rational number? What are the properties used to evaluate rational numbers?
very good question, Lakshmi ma'am. So we have to identify what are the rational numbers and irrational numbers. So basically there are two kinds of real numbers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Rational numbers are real numbers that can be written as a ratio of two integers. Fraction in fractions we generally deal with part of a whole and they are positive entities, and the rational numbers are negative numbers also, and a rational number can be written in the decimal form in the terminating form. Terminating means ending. So when you are going to divide the numerator of a rational number with the denominator of that same number, it is going to end somewhere, or if it is not going to end, it is going to, the digits are going to repeat themselves. So we will have a pattern of digits after the decimal.
So here are some example of rational number. 16, 1 by 2, 3.56, minus 8, 1.333, minus 3 upon 4.
Oh, 1.33 I can get. Okay, it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Minus 3 upon 4 is having in the form of a upon b. 1 upon 2 is also in the form of a upon b. But 16 and minus 8, how do we define them as rational numbers? They are
Yeah.
not having any denominator or any decimal place.
Yeah, in case we can place denominator 1. When we will write denominator as a 1, it will become 16 upon 1. So it will become a rational number.
Okay, so now we come to irrational numbers. So irrational number is a number that cannot be written as the ratio of two integers. Okay, such numbers are there. For example, the square root of non-perfect numbers, like the square root of 10. 10 is not the square root of any number, we cannot find out. So, and if we try to express them as decimals, the decimal form is non-terminating and non-repeating. That is, they are not ending or the digits are not forming any set pattern. Okay. And the famous example of irrational number is pi.
So I hope you like this video and it will be useful to you all.
And remember, the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. So keep on practicing till
Bye-bye.
we come with our next video.